what the FBI was dealing with was the release of the photographs. It wasn't just the fact that whether or not they had the digital images enhanced, which clearly they did from what they had, but they knew that once this gets out into the public, what are the potential ramifications? And what you're seeing now is a potential ramification. Once they identified the suspects, put the picture out there, I believe that set off a chain of events that occurred last night with the initial robbery of the 7-Eleven, and you then now had two people that were fugitives that were trying to be in the wind, maybe trying to get money to kind of escape the area, which is surprising because you think if you planned this in advance, you would have had all those things set and ready to go. And obviously, looking at what's happening now, they did not. The concerns they're going to have now, too, is whether or not this is what we would call a suicide by cop issue. Whether, he feels that he doesn't have any other resort than to kill himself, or if he can't have the courage to do that himself, he's going to make the police do it just by doing things he shouldn't do that will result in a tactical operation. So the background that's going on is they're diving into the backgrounds of these guys, extensively. It's led now to the identification of an uncle that lives in Montgomery County who is now being interviewed by the FBI and not being treated as a subject at this point, but they're trying to find more out as far as why they would do what they do, who their connections were. They're talking to close friends, anybody went to school with them, trying to understand what's going on. They're also really a key part of this is they're going through the cyber world. To try to find what they've ever done on the side, whether it be Facebook, what we call open source intelligence. The open source intelligence piece of this now is going to be critical to try to put together that profile, put together a timeline to help understand. So that's all being done, and there's interviews going on around the country with anybody that might have had some association with them in one way or the other. There will not come a time in the near future where they're going to say, okay, this is everything we have. This will roll and roll and roll. So right now you have the tactical piece. You have to make sure that you have the evidence that's going to be able to prosecute whoever survives this. You're looking for co-conspirators. That's a major part of what's going on right now, to see if there are any more people out there, any more devices out there, and to deal with those issues right now. So it's very fluid, very tactical in one area, but the rest of this stuff and the tentacles of the investigation are going on as we speak.